Hello, I'm Ryan Haslam with your SCV NewsBreak for Tuesday, October 29th. On Monday, the Santa Clarita Valley Sanitation District Governing Board adopted a chloride plan that is expected to gradually increase fees for ratepayers. After a pair of lengthy public hearings and hours of public comment, the board voted 3-0 for a deep well injection plan. That plan is expected to cost $130 million. The Sanitation District is faced with an end-of-the-month deadline to devise a plan that will reduce the amount of salt in local wastewater that ends up downstream in Ventura. Average ratepayers should expect to see a cost increase of about $30 to $32 per year, more than what they were paying years previous. But that's just the start of it. Rates and connection fees are expected to gradually increase for years to come. This school year, science students at Saugus High School have been conducting experiments with brand new microscopes thanks to a donation from the Wish Education Foundation. The new equipment has been made possible by a $50,000 donation from the Wish Foundation and Jersey Mike Subs. Now each biology classroom at Saugus High has its own full set, something that was never feasible before.
We didn't tell the schools what they needed to have. Instead, we surveyed the science chairs and said, we have this money. What do you need? And every school responded with a tailored list for what that school needed. Some schools got microscopes similar to what we're seeing in this classroom. Other schools got different types of microscopes, all different types. Some schools got flex cams, so rather than buy a whole school set, it's special cameras that are attached to the microscopes and show the view up on a screen so the entire class can take part in that. It was a whole range of different items.
Coming up after the break, they've been called True Masters of Harmony, America's most enduring vocal group. It's coming to Santa Clarita. Details after this.
SCV NewsBreak is brought to you by Action Family Counseling.
My relationships were affected by my addiction in ways that are almost hard to describe. I lost that trust and that sense of intimacy that you have with your family.
Everyone says that, oh, it's just a plant, like you can't get addicted to it, but like really, it is addictive. If you're doing it all day, like every day, it's just like that's all your life consists of is smoking weed, like then it's addictive.
I think your son is, you'll never know, because it is hard to hide, but if you try hard enough, you can conceal it. There's no face to addiction. Like, your next door neighbor could be an addict and you have no idea.
People we deal with are great people. They're just making bad choices. So if we can help people make better choices, everybody wins.
And I love you very, very much.
Daylight savings time ends this weekend, which means an extra hour of sleep for you. Along with changing your clocks, officials with the City of Santa Clarita say it's a good time to go over annual emergency preparedness procedures. Some tips include changing the batteries in smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, flashlights, and portable radios. It's also a good idea to check expiration dates of your emergency food and water supplies in your home, car, and work. Daylight savings ends at 2 a.m. Sunday, so make sure to set your clocks back 1 hour before you go to bed Saturday night. For a full list of emergency preparedness tips, log on to hometownstation.com. Well, flu season is upon us, and unfortunately, the first reported influenza death has been reported, a San Fernando Valley woman. Public health officials are reminding us it's not too late to be vaccinated. The flu vaccine is considered safe for anyone older than 6 months. It's especially recommended for pregnant women, young children, seniors, and people with chronic medical conditions. The best tips to stay healthy include washing your hands regularly, covering your mouth when you cough or sneeze, and staying home from work when you are sick. An enduring vocal group that has its jazz roots in the 1940s and 50s is coming to the Santa Clarita Valley on Sunday. The 4 freshmen are performing at West Ranch High School November 3rd at 4 p.m. Many musicians and performers have participated in the 4 freshmen throughout its more than 50-year history. Attendees at Sunday's concert will hear Brian Eichenberger on bass, Stein Malvi on guitar, Curtis Calderon on trumpet, and Bob Ferreira on drums. Tickets for this event are $25 for general and $30 for premium seating. Discounts for students, seniors, and veterans are available. Pre-sale tickets are available at the KHTS radio station on Camp Plenty Road, as well as a number of other locations. Tickets will be available at the door for an additional $5. Now for your weather. A cool day in Santa Clarita today with a high of 61 degrees, but warm weather is on the way. Wednesday, we should see highs in the low 70s, upper 70s on Thursday, and low to mid 80s on Friday. Lots of sunshine is expected over the weekend as well. Temperatures are expected in the 80s Saturday before dipping into the 60s on Sunday. We now have Dave Caldwell with sports.
Well, thanks, Ryan. The votes are in, and Hart football head coach Mike Herrington finished 8th among the 8 coaches vying for the distinction of being named Best High School Football Coach in America. The winner was Philip Haywood from Belfry High School in Belfry, Kentucky, with 1.5 million votes. Herrington had 35,763 votes cast for him, a far cry from the 180,000 plus he received when he was named the best high school football coach in the Western United States last week. The contest was put on by USA Today as part of their Best Of campaign. Hart High School will receive a banner from USA Today in recognition of Coach Herrington's accomplishment. Former College of the Canyons defensive lineman Isaac Sopoaga has been traded by the Philadelphia Eagles of the National Football League to the New England Patriots. The Pats lost nose tackle Vince Wilfork for the season when he was injured last week, so the AFC East leaders traded a 4th-round draft pick in next year's draft to pick up the 6'2", 330-pound Sopoaga. The Pats also got a 6th-round pick in the deal. Sopoaga now joins former Valencia Vikings running back Shane Vereen on the Patriots roster. Ryan, that's our look at sports.
Thanks, Dave. That's all we have for tonight. For more Santa Clarita news, log on to hometownstation.com or scvnews.com. Thank you for watching. I'm Ryan Hasnell.
SCV Newsbreak is brought to you by Action Family Counseling.